A cemetery can be unsettling any time of year. After all, it's where the dead are laid to rest. It's not much of a stretch to imagine spirits ever wandering through a graveyard, searching for their lost loved ones. Welcome to my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. One especially creepy cemetery in New York that's rumored to be haunted is Mount Hope Cemetery in Rochester. Mount Hope Cemetery was actually the very first municipal cemetery in the United States. Founded in 1838, it has more than 350,000 people buried on its grounds. The cemetery is the final resting place for many notable people, including Susan B. Anthony and Frederick Douglass. The 197-acre grounds are quite beautiful and a lovely spot for a leisurely walk. But if you do decide to take a stroll here, be forewarned. This cemetery is said to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in New York. The cemetery was built after a horrific cholera outbreak necessitated the need for burial spaces for much of the town's population. Local Native American tribes considered the land tract haunted even before it was used as a cemetery. They reported seeing ghostly orbs and hearing cries and screaming on the property. One area of Mount Hope, nicknamed Devil's Bowl, is reported to have an extremely active ghost population. Supposedly, many satanic rituals have been performed here, causing the spirits to be quite restless. You don't have to be much of a paranormalist to suspect that this area could be haunted. The population of this cemetery exceeds the living population of Rochester. Even a skeptic might be a little spooked walking through these grounds. Our next location is found in Windham, Maine. The Anderson Cemetery is extremely active with paranormal activity. I myself know this firsthand. We have visited many times with my paranormal group, Synister for Winds Investigations. I have been witness to seeing matchbox cars moving from grave to grave as we walked amongst the stones. The toy car would be on one stone, then to later appear on a different stone in a different location. I myself have seen a black-cloaked apparition of a witch that is supposedly buried in an unmarked grave outside the cemetery perimeter. At the Anderson tomb, have heard knocking coming from within inside the crypt, especially if you knock 3 times first. Visitors like to leave gifts for Alfreda, who passed away at the innocent age of only being 2 days old. I have witnessed some of her toys being moved around after we have begun our investigation. Boot Hill Cemetery, and the entire town of Tombstone, Arizona, is considered to be one of the most haunted places in the United States. Tombstone is the town where the infamous OK Corral gunfight happened between the Clantons, the Earps and Doc Holliday. 3 members of the Clanton gang were killed, but apparently their spirits, along with a few outlaws buried in the cemetery, are still seen roaming around the graveyard, hoping to avenge their deaths. Our next location is Stull Cemetery, Douglas County, Kansas, United States. This Kansas cemetery has garnered the name, the Gates of Hell, which should tell you pretty much everything you need to know about it. The graveyard has a long history of associations with the occult, and many people began to believe the rumors swirling around saying that the devil visited Stull 2 times every year, on Halloween and during the spring equinox. These are just a few haunted cemeteries and graveyards that are notorious for hauntings and unexplained sightings of apparitions and disembodied voices. So what do you think about these haunted cemeteries and resting spots of the dead? Please feel free to comment your thoughts below. I would like to thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Please like and subscribe to my content. Many blessings to the rest of your day.